This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Fresno State will kick it off, and we will be underway. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Boise State's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. The Bulldogs slipped by the Broncos the last time these two got together.
Well, you know that winning this game means so much to both of these programs. David, you had to be impressed, though, by how Fresno closed out that game the last time these two teams went at it.
Yeah, with the emotions, with the adrenaline. Usually the underdog in this matchup. Obviously, Boise, a proud program, so interested to watch this rematch.
Fakes the grab on the left. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And when you're on defense and it's wet and it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier. It gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the weapon.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Warner. Snagged in the middle, it's Freeman. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The blue turf rumbling on this 3rd down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7.
And this offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation. They really have established a bit of a physicality here early. Let's see if they can keep that up.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow. They don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill. Go get the running back. Get a tackle for a loss.
Rushes on him. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got 3rd.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Quick strike through the air for the score. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Bringing it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Boise State ready to send out that offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. Guys, let's take just a minute and talk about Boise State. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and, man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, is so important for these college teams. They'll fit right in.
And the Broncos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to throw, it's Madsen. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Broncos decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Fresno State takes over. The offense will go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
Pass interference. Defense.
They decline the penalty for pass interference, and they'll stand on the results of the play. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Makes it past the marker. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Well, it took everything on defense to just get that guy down on the 1-yard line. He is a monster, David.
And if this offense, Jesse, is going to keep doing that, you better bring in reinforcements on that defensive line. Get some big boys, because they're about to punch this thing in the end zone.
Fresno State lines up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? On the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They'll try to add another to their lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. On the move at the 30. Lots of room to run. And what a huge play for this offense after that great run. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. They'll ride the hot hand. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Trying to barrel in. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Boise State. Quick strike touchdown. Comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football. So much explosiveness and firepower. And you get high-scoring game after high-scoring game. And it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Grabs it in the middle.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. How about these two running games so far? It's dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. And the Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about right here. Seeing zone, know when to sit it down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Warner. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Fresno State hoping to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, still going. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And I love the location of that throw. 4th down on the slant. He puts it out in front of his target so that when he catches it, he can advance and get north to pick up more yards.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Intentional grounding offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it's caught inside the 15. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to keep it in the air. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Looking to throw, it's Warner. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Fresno State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
When you run this out route, you know you're starting to get close to the sidelines. I know I got to start slowing down and find a way to drag or get one toe, a pinky toe, a big toe, whatever I can inbounds. Nice effort, nice catch, way to keep something in bounds.
And I don't think he got it. The defense stands tall on 3rd and inches. And the Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Gets it out fast. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Fresno State right back to the line. To the air, it's Warner. Safe completion on the screen. Turns it on in midfield. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Wants to throw on 1st down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Buying some time. Trying to make magic with his feet. Quarterback gets the 1st down. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Broncos! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Grabbed in the middle, it's Freeman. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. No huddle, offense to the line. Dropping back, it's Warner. Pocket breaking down. He'll pull it down and run. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going for it all. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Guys, they first played in 1977. They've had their battles in the WAC, the Mountain West, and here they are again today.
Yeah, they've changed conferences, and it's kind of an interesting rivalry, Palmer, because they don't play every year. But it's been kind of neutral the last 10 matchups, so good little rivalry, still budding, still blooming.
Yeah, it's a fun one to watch, David. This thing really kicked off back when Boise State joined the WAC, and that year they upset then number 8 Fresno State. I think that's when people around the country started paying more attention to this rivalry.
Got his man. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
Timeout, Fresno State.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And how about this young fella? He's slinging the pill, man. His completion percentage is through the roof, dude. He's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working. Using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
He splits the upright, and that will extend their lead even further. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And all week, the Broncos and Bulldogs tried to bottle up their emotions, but things just boiled over in that first half.
The Broncos will line up to kick off and start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play is over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys, you start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make...
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. This offense has it with really good field position. The give on the inside. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the 3rd quarter. Now the play fake. Throws for the tight end. On target over the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Down to the 18-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Going to the run, it's Sherrod. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
Into the end zone. Touchdown Broncos. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. no shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Warner. Finds the tight end. At the 35, he's open. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the 2nd half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right. They make a big play for this defense.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. The blue turf rumbling on this 3rd down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. Wants to throw. It's Warner. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Broncos send out the punt unit. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. A little screen to the running back. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And the Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To throw, it's Warner. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
You know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed.
We talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
To the air on 2nd down. Got his man quickly. They made the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
A nice job by the quarterback there, working through his progressions. Nothing open down the field, so he checks it down to his drag route coming from the slot receiver. They get the completion.
Got his man in the middle. Across the 25. There he goes. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Got his man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And we're all tied up. And who's in the mood for a dramatic finish, fellas?
Man, that's a big kick. That's a big moment, a lot of pressure. He delivers, ties this football game up late in the 4th quarter.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do, so tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, trying to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
From the gun, the running back has it. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. The give to the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. They've been running it, but now the pass. They're working that left side. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Trying to get everybody lined up and get this play off and get a little closer to the end zone. Looking for a man. It's Warner. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Give to the running back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Footing is going to be an issue in the driving rain as he kicks to win the game. Cool as a cucumber, the game-winning field goal from 41. So the Bulldogs get the win over the Broncos, and you know Fresno State is going to relish this victory for every single second until they clash again. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.